The new season of Love is Blind premiered on Valentine's Day and there's already so much drama, so let's get right into it with a recap of the first 6 episodes. Let's start with an introduction of the cast, well, at least the main people whose stories were aired. There's Johnny, who is a 28-year-old with such a friendly, nice vibe that I absolutely love. He seems so sweet and genuine. Then there's Jeremy, who likes to joke a bit too much. He lights up the mood in the men's lounge, but that goofiness can be a bit irritating for other people. Then there's Clay, who I honestly did not think would propose at first because he was so hung up on the physical aspect of the woman he was dating. The youngest man featured is Kenneth, a 25-year-old middle school principal who is such a gentleman and he exudes such a calming aura. His stature makes you feel instantly safe in his presence. Jimmy comes across as someone who is so hard to read, someone who doesn't communicate his feelings well, and that got him in a messy love triangle with 2 women. Then there's Trevor, whose personal style I'm not a fan of, but he just looks like the sweetest, biggest teddy bear. And I don't know why, but he looks like the white version of Brett of season 4. Lastly, there's Matthew. I don't know what to say about this guy. I don't know if what was portrayed is his real character, but I just didn't like him. To me, it's a big red flag when someone does not get along well with his peers and is too much of a loner. And this is coming from an introvert like myself. There's a difference between being quiet and just being rude and unapproachable. Anyway, let's move on to the ladies. First off is Eddie, a beautiful black woman whose booty caused a bit of problems with another couple. Then there's Chelsea, a flight attendant who made strong connections with 2 men and she had such a hard time choosing one. Then there's Laura and Sarah Ann who fell in love with the same guy but only one was proposed to. Then there's Brittany, the youngest of the girls at 24, a Christian with a lovely personality. Then there's Jessica, who is a mother and she decided not to divulge that information to the men she was dating until she narrowed down to one guy. I understand her decision to do so because she wanted people to know her first as a person instead of just as a mom. But given the circumstances of the show, I think it was unfair to withhold that information. There's not much time to know each other and you only have a few days to propose to someone, so I think it would have been better to say that she's a mom from the beginning. Lastly, there's Amy, who is such a sweetheart and I think she got a good match. That's it for the cast intro. Let's now get into the couples who made it to the honeymoon. My favorites are Clay and Eddie. I love their chemistry and attraction. They're both attractive and they know it. I hope Clay allows himself to be vulnerable and love fully because I think they'd have a bright future together. I'm so glad that Matthew broke up with Eddie because Matthew would just spoil the whole mood of the honeymoon. Did you guys see that clip where he tells Eddie as he's breaking up with her, the whole of America is on my side? What was that about? Anyways, moving on. Jimmy and Chelsea are definitely not a match. It seemed like Chelsea said yes to him because he proposed before Trevor. I don't blame her because I think she was just confused. She got 2 men choosing her and offering her all she wanted. Jimmy would have definitely chosen Jessica if she was not a mom, in my opinion. You could see how his energy changed once Jessica told him that she has a kid. I don't blame him because getting married in a few weeks is a lot. So having a kid to take care of immediately would not be easy. I just wish he would have communicated that instead of being dodgy the whole time. At the end of episode 6, there are snippets of the next episodes and it looks like Jessica and Jimmy crossed a boundary. I don't want to preempt anything though, so let's just wait and see. Jimmy was not attracted to Chelsea and it was noticeable right from the reveal. I think Chelsea also felt it, but she just hoped that things would get better. Brittany and Kenneth, on the other hand, are such a good match. I like that they both agree on waiting till marriage, and I hope that race doesn't get in between them. Jeremy's goofiness was definitely getting onto Laura's nerves, and I don't think they're as compatible as they thought they were. I don't think they'll reach the altar, but there's still a lot more to watch, so I'm excited to see how their story unfolds. There's not much to say about Johnny and Amy as yet, but I hope they do get married. They make such a good couple. That's it for my recap. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Bye!